This is Passengers United.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Charlton. I'm the president of Passengers United. Guys, I just want to thank all our wonderful volunteers, board members, you guys. I just want to thank all of you for what you've done for Passengers United. Over a year ago, me and Jack Narenberg, when we put this together, we never knew that everyone would come together around the city. And I remember when Danny, when we asked him if he wanted to be chairman, he didn't think about it. He said, yes, I'll take the job. And he did it. Karina, when we asked Karina, she jumped in and said, I'll be the secretary. I'll do it. I said, wow. And Karina started out from the very beginning with the Queen's Bus redesign. Remember the Facebook page and all the advocacy we did? Alan's been doing this for for many years, 20 years back. He's been going for
50 years.
50 years. Oops, 50 years. I'm sorry. No, I meant the advocacy and all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, 50 years. He's been involved with buses and everything. All of us. And my colleague right here, my vice president of buses, he's been out there going to all the community board meetings, doing everything. And we ask a lot of you, and you've done such a great job. So I just want to thank you so much. You're welcome. We're really grateful for everything you do. And our volunteers coming in, they're making a big difference. So Brandon, I guess, right? It's like Adams and Adams. No, I don't go there. But thank you guys so much, and I want to thank my mother personally, because my mom has put up with me and had to deal with my BS and everything, and she has helped us tremendously. Remember when we went up to Albany, everything. So I just want to thank you, Mom. I know if my father was alive today, I know he would be very proud of Passengers United and what we've been able to assemble. Just the fact that we've even gotten here is a miracle. And Jack said that we've raised $525 today. That is a miracle. We didn't expect that, but we need to get to $1,000 because that's our goal. Because we have to pay $600 for the IRS and corporation, and then $400 for the lawyer's fee. So we're trying to get there. We're not there yet, but that's why we need all of our followers and our volunteers to jump in. So I've said enough. I want all of my colleagues, because we are not a team without all of our colleagues and everyone who cares about Passengers United. We're all a team here. So if anyone wants to say something, go ahead. Slide mic. Jump on in. Mr. Chairman, take it away.
I want to say thank you so much for giving me the position. What I got to say is that I'm glad I took this organization, because I think we're making a huge difference. And what you told me just now, I feel very happy inside. Making a difference in the community. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we need more like you, brother. Yeah. Alan?
I just want to say we really have to stop this July 24th public hearing on the Queen's bus redesign, because if the MTA is allowed to rush through the Queen's bus redesign, they're going to rush through the Brooklyn bus redesign in the same manner. And if people protest, what they're going to say is, don't worry, it's not fixed in concrete. We'll make corrections as we go after it gets implemented. They've been using that line for 50 years. The time to do it right is the first time, not as you go along.
I think we need to continue advocating for our communities. A lot of our communities don't know what's going on, especially in our BIPOC communities. So we got to speak up when we got to speak up for them. Unfortunately, this is just circumstances that we're at. So keep speaking to other people and letting them know what's going on.
I'm David Kupferberg. I was born in Brooklyn, live now in Manhattan, and I work in Queens. I'm a New Yorker at heart. I'm very glad to be here with Passengers United.
Yeah, well, this is my first actual, seeing everyone, and yeah, being part of Passengers United really opened my mind to just how many problems New York has in terms of transit, and I can't wait to help. My name is Brandon, just like my colleague said here. I'm also happy to be part of this team now, Passengers United. Thank you, Charleston.
Sure.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. And what's it called? First day we met, Charleston was helpful and he really spoke a lot about congestion pricing. And Jack, when we first met, he also showed us the website and how phenomenal they've done a job with it. And I hope we can help a lot with our communities, prevent the MTA from doing things it shouldn't do, and hopefully the people have their voices heard more than the corporations and the MTA, and doing as they wish. And hopefully we can bring back a better New York for the rest of the people. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Charlton, for bringing me here. Thank you, Passengers United, for your hospitality. My name is Farhan Sharif. And, the first time that I knew about Charlton was through Passengers United. I remember that when I first took on my job as a constituent liaison for New York State Senator James Sanders Jr., I had to deal with a lot of issues within my district, specifically with transit. And I remember that there was an issue that occurred in South Ozone Park where there was a southbound bus stop that was removed. It was a southbound Q10 bus stop on 130th Street and Sutter Avenue. And I remember that it was a very tough time for residents of South Ozone Park because there were many people that relied on the bus stop. And because of the removal of the bus stop, many people had to walk a block upwards or a block southward, and those blocks were really huge blocks. Those were not small. This was really, really huge. And thankfully, by collaborating with the constituents over there, the organizer and district leader Richard David, we as a community were able to resolve it and reinstate the bus stop. But that issue itself really exposed me to how dangerous it is when someone doesn't pay attention to the community problems that are occurring in the community, and they just put their proposal ahead as to what they think is the right solution. The issue that we are facing with many of these corporations and many of these agencies and the bureaucracies is that they think that they have a solution for our problems that we're facing over here, but they're the ones that end up creating more problems in our constituencies. And what really what made me admire about Charlton the first time I spoke to him was that he has no interest in running this organization. He doesn't even need to run this. He's making nothing from this, but he's doing it for the love of his community and for the love of his city, because he's the one who truly has a heart. It is very rare that we have people like Charlton D'Souza who's working for the community and has no interest except for our well-being and our safety and for our own convenience. So Charlton, thank you so much for whatever you're doing over here. And I'm really happy to be working with you as well as the rest of the community. We have a big Queens Bus Network redesign problem that we have to combat. The thing is, the MTA, they're saying that we want the buses to be reliable. We agree with that, but we don't agree with the method in which they're doing. As you said, Charlton, currently, the spacing between bus stops is somewhere around 800 feet, and now they're gonna increase it up to 1,000 feet and removing some bus stops with bus shelters. It really is an inconvenience to many people, considering that there are senior citizens and disabled that rely on the bus stop, and there are some people who might not feel safe walking in the nighttime and walking all those distances. So, thank you so much for being not only just being that person saying that, oh, there needs to be change, but saying that, you know what, I am gonna be the change. And that right there is leadership, and that's why I'm thankful for you and Passengers United. And we need to keep working together. We need to strive, we need to advocate more, and we need to just try our best to advocate for our community, because if we won't, then who will? Thank you.
I just want to say one thing. Thank you so much, Ryan. But one man who is behind the scenes, who's my right-hand person, and I would not be able to survive without Jack Nirenberg. So Jack, come on, man. You're always holding the camera. Come on, stand there. Because we all know Jack does everything. Jack helps me. He's been tremendous. When Jack first came to Passengers United, and this is why when we had a press conference, I don't know if you remember it, outside the governor's office. It was when we saved the LIR budget cuts. Guess who was watching on the news? Jack Nirenberg. And that's how he became involved with Passengers United. Yep, and right. Little did we know that Jack and me would put everything, work hard and get things going. And Jack did that. Jack has been through the battles with us, the MTA. We've worked so hard on that. And we've done so much. So Jack, my hat's off to you. Every time I need something, I can call on Jack and I can depend. Jack is the technical person. He does all the technical things. He does. Some people are good at certain things. Jack is the technical person. You know, me and him have been at crime scenes together. I remember the first crime scene we went to at Canal Street with Jack. That was when the man was shot on the Q train in Canal Street. He was like, Charlton, I got it. I got the cameras. I said, okay. And he just did his thing, you know. So that's what we do. We're always out here. Jack, why don't you take a few minutes, say a few words. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Charlton. And just thank you so much to everyone here for showing up, being part of this community, this growing coalition that we have, and really just standing together here. This is just the first step. We really need to expand this coalition. We really need to really solidify our place on the advocacy stage in New York City, in the surrounding areas. This is just the first step, and I'm just so grateful for all of you. Listen, we really have, I know everyone has spoken so well here, so I'm not going to repeat it, but we have these issues right now. We have this existential threat that has been largely unnoticed, considering that a lot of the communities that we serve have historically lacked political representation and representation in the decisions that affect them, and continue to lack these decisions and this proper representation. And the fact that we even need to be here at all is unacceptable. We did not want to have to be cleaning up the mess that has been set out by that has been created by the MTA, our city and state governments, and that have been continuously neglecting these populations that are vulnerable, disadvantaged in other ways, historically disadvantaged, and their situation is getting no better. So we need to continue speaking up, elevating their voices, really giving them that proper representation, and also being the authority that the MTA and our city and state governments really should have been on equity, accessibility, safety, sustainability. It all ties together. It all ties together. I'm going to be going to Baltimore tomorrow morning. I'm attending the Transportation Research Board's conference, second conference on advancing transportation equity on behalf of Passengers United, to really gain that insight. I watched several of the conference sessions from the first time they had it back in 2021 when it was virtual, and it changed the way that I thought about these issues. And it really transformed the way that I've been advocating as part of Passengers United. And I'm really excited for what's going to be coming this week. And I really look forward to bringing that back to this community and to the communities that we serve.
Yep.
So, I mean, and I'm not in this for myself at all. Neither is anyone else here. And we really need more advocates like that.
And we do so much work. You know, what you guys don't understand, even though we have the board meetings and everything, and we prepare for our board meetings, we're on call 24/7. Something happens, and Danny can attest to this. He knows. You know, I could be at NYU doing something. There's a crime scene. We go up to it, like the Bronx crime scene. I was there for 4 hours. We've been at explosions, derailments. That's what we do at Passengers United. And I just want to give it up for our treasurer, Carl Pereira. Carl, come on, say a few words, Carl.
Yeah, I'm speaking about the Queens bus redesign. I originally got involved with transit advocacy back, I guess, in 1977, 78, around that time. And I went to a meeting at Queensborough Hall, in fact, and all the private bus operators were there. It was Tri-Borough Green Bus Lines and a few other organizations. That's where I met a guy named Stephen Dobrow, and he headed a similar transit group back then called the Committee for Better Transit. And through him, I met George Hakalis, who ran the Regional Rail Working Group. But unfortunately, Steve Dobrow passed away, and the Committee for Better Transit got absorbed into another group called the Regional Rail Working Group, which concentrated more on Penn Station stuff and Manhattan stuff. So it sort of fell apart a little bit. But that's true. Steve Dobrow. I met Alan Rosen. He introduced me to Alan Rosen. So this transit advocacy about revising bus routes has been something long time in my heart that I tried to do to try to fix up the bus routes. And like I said, it started when I was in college. I went to Kingsborough Community College back in 1977, 78. and that's how I got involved in transit advocacy, trying all different bus routes to get to college, and since then I've been a transit advocate.
Thank you so much, Carl, for all of your leadership and your work. You're doing a great job. Karina, she's a great secretary. She's always helping us with everything.
I just want to add one thing, that this past week, the City of Yes was in a hearing with the City Planning Commission, and that the next phase after they vote on it is going to City Council. Community boards already made the decision. Our borough presidents, most of them already have made the decision. Most likely Queens Borough President Richards is on board with the proposal, and then after it goes to City Council. But one thing that is very concerning is that they did not do an environmental impact statement about what the City of Yes housing opportunity would do for our city, and one of the proposals is transit-oriented development. And one of the things that they said in their preliminary environmental impact statement, that it would not impact transit, and that is a lie. It would definitely impact our transit here in Queens and the outer boroughs, because unlimited development means that there will be a saturation of people taking more transit, which we don't have the funds right now for to keep as is. So really, it's not a good idea to pass this proposal. So if you are concerned about that, let your City Council members know, because they're voting in September on that.
And same thing with the bus redesigns. Call your electeds and everything. I wanted to give my mom a chance to say a few words. Mom, say a few words. You sure? My mom is shy, but my mom does so much for me. I'm so grateful for my mom. She really puts up with me. She really does. As well as Jack. Everyone does, right? And so thank you guys for bearing with us. And we do a lot. We're all over the place. And so sometimes this is the first time we've actually had an event like this, believe it or not, the first time we're all together. So thank you, and we only hope that Passengers United grows from here, and that's all we can hope for. So guys, if you're watching this, please we beg you, please go onto our online donation page, make a donation. If you want to do a $2.90 donation, that works. Price for subway and bus fare. If you want to do $20, $7, anything helps. So thank you on behalf of all of us at Passengers United. And thank you guys. And by the way, when's our anniversary? I think it's the day after Labor Day.
September 5th.
September 5th is our 1-year anniversary, guys. So yep, it's a good event. Thank you so much.
I can proudly announce that we have reached our goal today of $1,000.
Wow.
We've not only reached it, but we have exceeded it.
Wow. Wow. That is gold. Wow. I would love to know who the donor is. Right?
We will find out.
Okay.
We will.
Okay. You?
What?
Who?
Why would you think it was me?
I don't know. Who knows?
I hope it's not
Huh? Who's the donor? I want to find out. That would be exciting.
Facts, no, we gotta find out. I'm curious.
Yeah,
now.
I'm curious to find out.
Yeah, let's find out. You wanna go in? Let's find out the name.
I just want to say to whoever gave that, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. That means a lot. But one thing I want to say. So one thing I didn't mention here. I don't want to go down that negative road. I know y'all are like, Charlton, be positive. But we are dealing with organizations who have millions and millions of dollars at their disposal. We know who they are. The MTA used its contractors to promote them, press conferences, all of that. These are the same lobbying groups that are coming into our communities telling people the bus redesign is okay. It's a great plan. Really, have you checked the plan out? Have you read it? They do not go to transit meetings. So what do we really do at Passengers United? We attend all the meetings. We go to most of the crime scenes as much as we can when we find out where they are. We do meetings like we did with NYPD Transit Police. We've even done station patrols. We've gone into communities, helped them when there's a transit problem. We've even done service disruption things where we've gone with the megaphone, help people. We do so much. We went to Albany. We visited offices. I was in DC last year. So we're doing so much at Passengers United. And, we need everyone to get involved, volunteer. because like Karina said, the city of yes, which a lot of these elected officials unfortunately are being influenced by all these lobbyists. Well, guess what? More and more people are going to be using the bus, and more bus ridership is a good thing, right? But if you don't have enough bus routes and you don't have enough bus drivers, that poses an issue. So I'll just leave it at that. But thank you so much.
All right, I have a very big announcement.
What is it?
All right,
Holy crap, this is
you may have heard stuff from a mystery voice coming from back there. Just as you heard that mystery voice, we have a mystery donor here who got us across the finish line. Do you know, actually you don't know, but I know a little birdie told me who that mystery donor is. Are you all ready to figure that out?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Jack?
Here is one clue. He is wearing a darker colored shirt.
It wasn't me.
Looks like you guys are a little dark. You're dark. You're the darkest here.
I didn't, so not me.
It wasn't me.
You are the darkest. Now he's got to be him.
All right. I have another clue, if that got us anywhere. He is wearing sneakers tonight.
Again. Again.
Oh.
Again.
All right.
He's fitting the description.
Yeah, not me though. Not me.
I know for a fact it's you now.
I have two more hints.
Oh, Lord.
The next one. He has darker colored hair.
Darker color hair over here. He has darker color hair.
He has
too.
dark color hair. Yeah, I'm bald. So I'm bald.
He's still dark over there.
I know. Paul looks a little bald too, but.
I'm trying to go back anymore, man.
Well, you could go on there, but that was not the clue.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
And finally, if this is not telling enough, this mystery donor who put in $500 getting us across and past the finish line, across and past the finish line, has New Balance sneakers.
Yeah, that's you, Farhan.
There you go. Thank you so much, Farhan Sharif.
Thank you so much.
Of course, you know. Absolutely.
That means a lot to us.
Yeah.
So now you gotta take a volunteer course. Come on, you gotta take a volunteer course. And somebody else hasn't taken the course, but we got everyone's gotta take the course, guys.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. So
Trust me, it's one thing to do the advocacy work, it's another thing to do the work with that insight in mind. It really helps so much, and thank you so much for really getting us over the finish line, your dedication to our work and the work of all the communities we serve. We greatly appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Well, you know, thank you, Jack, and thank you, Charlton. You know, as I said before, you know, I previously said so many things, how grateful I was, now you don't make anything, so now the other announcement I want to make is that this is only part one of the donation that I'm giving you guys. The part two is that I've already discussed with my friend Charlton here, but this is my first time doing this. I am exploring ways and options to nominate our great president, Charlotte D'Souza, to appear on the City and State magazine as one of the top trailblazers, whatever the category is. So him and the entire Passengers United can come in the direct attention of the entire city and the state, so everyone knows now what Passengers United does and knows who they truly are from the bottom of their heart. You know, what really breaks my heart is that there's so many leaders and activists who work all hard throughout their life, and it is only after their death they become famous, they're recognized. And you know, I said to myself, and I think, what's the point of it when you can recognize these people when they're alive right here, right now with us? So that's what I'm going to do for you, Charlton. I don't know what the process is, but I'm going to do my best to nominate you at Passengers United to appear on City and State. You guys just absolutely deserve the recognition for what you do, and everyone in the city needs to know so that everyone can back you and support you. In the midst of all the lobbying groups that are funded, we need a powerful grassroots support, because at the end of the day, money cannot buy up the will and the support and the mass movements of the people, and that's what I'm going to try to help you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, yeah.
All of you guys, thank you so much. You know, we've got a lot of work to do. Today was a fun day. Tomorrow we go back to our reports, our typing, and I've been doing desk duty this week behind the desk, and it's driving me nuts, so I want to get out back in the field. I don't like doing desk duty, but it is. Sometimes, you know, we're out, sometimes we do desk, and we switch it up. So we got to get somebody else to start doing the emails and the desk, and I think I got 2 people in mind. But guys, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for watching. To stay up to date with Passengers United, please subscribe and follow us on social media. Learn more about us at passengersunited.org.